Hey guys, thank you once again for visiting my YouTube channel. If you like the videos as usual, please like and subscribe, and mainly leave some comments in the window below. It helps me grow and also at the same time understand what my limitations are. And if you have anything else that you would like to learn, especially from the Azure security space, please feel free to put it in the comments. So, this quick video is basically to let you know on ways to actually onboard data from Debian 10 and Windows Server 2022 machines into Log Analytics Workspace. As you know, currently to move to onboard data to Azure to the Log Analytics Workspace, we use the Log Analytics agent. However, that is being deprecated as of 31st August 2024. So any new OSs generally don't support the Log Analytics agent. They instead use the Azure Monitor agent. I am just looking to find out if I have a few slides that I can show you with respect to documentation. As you can see here, I will be posting all these documentations in the descriptions below, so you can have a read. So if you see here, you have the Debian 10 machines. They only support Azure Monitor Agent, and you've got the Windows Server 22. They also support only the Azure Monitor Agent. Again, there are certain limitations with the Azure Monitor Agent, which you can read from these documents. Enough said, I will now move into the demo. So for the log, for the Azure Monitoring Agent to work, you would need to define data collection rules in Azure Monitor. The data collection rules define the data coming into Azure Monitor and specify to where it has been sent. The articles, the Microsoft articles, I will again be posting it down in the description. And I'm now moving forward to our demo. So again, this is what it is. We're retiring the Log Analytics agent in on 31st August 2024, and they entirely recommend you to move or start working on Azure Monitor agents as the next thing for monitoring your VMs. So enough said, we're just going into the into the demos, which will make things a lot more clearer. So what am I doing? I'm basically going to create an Azure, a Debian 10 VM in Azure. I will then connect that into Log Analytics Workspace via using the Azure Monitor agent and defining the data collection rules. So moving into virtual machines, create a virtual machine. I'm just going to be using the one that I keep using all the time. I'm just going to be putting this as Debian 11. East US is fine. The main thing is Debian 10 because that's the one that is not being supported by Log Analytics agent. That is fine. I'm just going to go and just put in a password. Let me put these details and come back to you. Okay, I've now put those details in. I'm just for the demo alone, I'm just going to enable this. The disks, I'm just going to go into the standard hard disk, doesn't matter. Go into networking. Yep, all of them is fine. Next management, next advanced, next tags, review and create. Validation has passed like you can see here, and I'm going to create. Okay. So this might take a couple of minutes. I am not going to get you to waste your time watching the initializing deployment screen. I will pause the recording and come back once it's done. Okay, looks like the deployment is now complete. The next thing is we will have to go to Azure Monitor and define the data collection rules. So I'm just going into Azure Monitor. At the very bottom, you should see data collection rules here. You then click on create. The real good thing with Azure Monitor Agent as opposed to Log Analytics Workspace is you can specify which VM collects what. So in the past with Log Analytics Agent, it's a set of definitions where it gets applied to all VMs regardless of whether you want that particular information from a particular VM or not. With Azure Monitor Agent, you can actually define what data do you want to collect from each agent? We will see that in the demo. So I'm going to go here, minus a Debian, which is a Linux. I'm going to the resources, adding the resource. Where is it now? It's again in all Sentinel-1 because that's where I've created this. I'm going to my Debian 11, going and applying it. If I go to next collection, it's asking me what do you want to connect. It's saying I don't have anything, which is understandable. I'm going into my data source here, and I'm just going to select any particular log. This is where it's really good because this is specific for that particular Linux. If I don't want memory, I don't want memory. But in this case, I'm just going and putting all of them. Next is destination. And here is where I will make it specific that I want it to get copied to a particular workspace. This is not possible with Log Analytics Agent, but it's possible via the Azure Monitor Agent. Perfect. So you add the data source, click Next, Review and Create. Okay, follow the Basics tab. What is it saying? Ah, okay, you got to specify a rule name. And this is good because you can explain what is missing and what goes wrong. So I'm just going to put in as Debian collection rule. Okay, so next resources is all good. Yep, collect and deliver, perfect. Next review logs and create. This shouldn't take long. And yep, if you see here now, it is installing that particular extension. This is the Azure Monitor Agent extension as opposed to the Log Analytics Agent. So this is important, and as long as it's successful, we should be good. There you go, deployment succeeded. If you now go to that particular resource, you go into the data sources here. You can confirm the performance counter is here. And this is the main thing, the resources. So from anywhere in the future, if you have any new machines, you can use the same collection rule to just keep adding more devices. Okay, so now from here, okay, so now that we have done the data collection rules, let's go back to that workspace. To find out how things are faring. So if I go back to the log analytics workspace, this is the workspace that we have collected the Debian 11 data to. If I open that workspace here, and if I go into the log analytics agent machine, you see here, this will say not connected or error because that's correct. Log analytics agent is not supported at all. However, if you go back to your agent management here and you go into Linux servers, go into logs, you will see the Debian 11 machine starting to record data. Don't know what happened here. It was a green just a moment ago. I think I might just have to do a refresh. Playing a bit funny today. Thanks, Microsoft. There you go. Okay. All right. So as you see, if you go down to your virtual machine, you definitely don't have the log analytics agent. But if you come back to agent management, you definitely can see and monitor the Debian 11 data. So yes, guys, so get used to AMA or Azure Monitoring Agent because that's the way to go. If you want to move it to Log Analytics Workspace, this is the way to go. I will put all the links to the Microsoft dockers just below for more references. Thank you, guys. If you like, please feel free to subscribe, like, and also comment on the videos. Thank you very much. Have a good one.